What is cracking, healthy, the social media family in the game? What's going on, guys? Rocking that King's Comics shirt all damn day. I am in San Francisco, California at Archbishop Reardon High School, the high school I went to, the high school I graduated from. They let me graduate. They should have kicked me out of this school. The last 2 years of my schooling years at Archbishop Reardon High School in San Francisco on 175 Thielen Avenue, the last 2 years of this school were monstrous. My mental illness was destroying my family. It was destroying my friends. My mental illness was causing everybody in my life to want to be away from me. It alienated everybody. I hurt my teachers. I hurt my family. I hurt my friends. They almost kicked me out of the school, but they let me graduate with a C average, which they handed to me that diploma, and they shouldn't have. I didn't deserve it. But I came from there to right here, right now. And that is that Reardon wooden floor of this bench right here you see behind me, all right? Look at that, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, all right? The state-of-the-art new weight room is gonna get a new piece of equipment, courtesy of me. We are putting right over there, on that wall, right over there, we're putting a state-of-the-art iron pegboard, all right? And we're gonna have a competition in 2019 here at Archbishop Reardon High School for any alumni who's ever gone to Reardon. For any alumni who ever graduated from Reardon High School, we're putting the iron pegboard up on that wall, and if you can beat me, you win a massive prize. Guys, here's the deal. You gotta fight your way through the pain. You gotta always survive the pain. You gotta be here tomorrow and every damn day after that, because you deserve this life until its natural end, and suicide is never the solution to your problem. It is the problem. I believe in you if nobody else does. And if nobody else says it today, you know I love you and I never want you to die by your hands. You mean the most to me, every single last one of you. I want you to stay, fight the pain, in spite of the pain, to thrive someday and build muscles like these to feed that brain. Positivity, love, light, and happiness, and compassion and empathy is the name of the game. Never judge anyone for their behavior, the way they look, the way they dress, their sexual orientation, who they love, or what religion they don't have, and never judge someone on their political affiliation. Judge somebody on their character and what they do for other people. Giving is the true receiving. Giving is the true receiving. If you give yourself and your soul to people to help them stay alive, you can always feel hope in your heart. There's light at the end of every tunnel. There's hope at the end of every tunnel. Even if you don't think it's there, you just haven't walked far enough. Holla at your boy, you know what I mean? Be well. Be here tomorrow, and every damn day after that, you know I got you on lockdown. I wave at you all. I love you all. Be here tomorrow. Bye. Coach, transition here just for a minute. What is the worst thing that's ever happened to you, and how did it change you and your family? And secondly, last question, what is the best thing that ever happened to you, and how did it change you? So let's start with the worst thing. Let's end on a good note.
Okay, I'll tell you this. So, I mean, one of the craziest things that happened to me was experiencing death. You know, I died for about 3 minutes unexpectedly. Kind of like what happened to you to survive. Everything had to come into place, and luckily my wife was out of town. My parents decided to come over and help me with my twins. I said, no, I got it. They insisted on coming over. They went to sleep. My mom heard a noise, barely woke up, and found me up against the wall, vomit all over the room. I'm cold, I was stiff, and I had thrown a glass of water, I guess, as I was losing consciousness. So she grabbed me, I fell flat on my face, and the doctors believe when I landed on my chest, that might have helped restart my heart. She called 911 from the landline, and they had my address. Before she even gave them the address, they said, we have a paramedic parked right in front of your house. Because in San Francisco now, they don't stay in the fire stations. They disperse them into different neighborhoods based on volume of calls. So we were lucky that the paramedic was right there. They came up, they were able to defibrillate me. And I woke up a week later out of a coma, not knowing what had happened. You know, I was like, where's my pants? You know, how did I get here? And so anyway, I had a lot to do to rebuild my life after that. My memory was shot. My short-term memory was bottom 5th percentile. My ability to process stuff, I mean, I didn't know what I was doing. It took me years to recover, even though I did go back to work months later. And on the day I went back to work, I went into cardiac arrest again. And in the middle of a faculty meeting, I'm getting shocked. A teacher grabbed me, and then the second shock that my internal defibrillator hit, it knocked him back. And so it was intense. You know, I went back out on disability, and I had to kind of rebuild myself again. I had to deal with post-traumatic stress from the shocks, and I had no concept of time. I went back, I tried to coach wrestling, and I thought I was talking to the team for 5 minutes, and they said I talked for an hour because my short-term memory was so destroyed, I couldn't remember what I had just said. So it really forced me to kind of change things. And that was 9 years ago. I still don't get it. Still getting it. Like, it's still kind of sinking in. You would think you would make some more drastic changes in your life after something like that, but that didn't happen. I made some changes, but I'm making those more drastic changes in my life now because I had to, my medical condition has been ongoing since then. And so now I've stepped back and kind of looked at things and said, you know what? I got to put my life and my family, my health, which I need in order to be there for my family, number one.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of why, but I still want to do things. As I spent a lot of time soul searching, I thought about how can I still give back to the things that I love? How can I keep learning? How can I stay engaged? How can I still communicate with people? And so that's kind of how I created this new path, which I think is going to turn out to be one of the best things in my life. Because now I'm able to be a better dad. I'm able to be a better husband. I'm able to be a better person. And I know I had to accept the fact that I just can't be that same guy anymore. I can still, I still could out-coach and out-administer most principals and most counselors, even though I was running on 7 cylinders, but it was taking a bigger toll on me than it would take on anybody else because of my health condition. So I think that was kind of like the biggest, toughest, but it also, in the long run, it's turning out to be a positive. So
What do you want to tell us about what we're about to do? And tell us the name of this podcast and why you started it.
So great. So yeah, one of my projects is called Viral Courage. It's about creating a positive use of media and how to prevent and deal with cyberbullying, how to deal with the negative, how to prevent the negative, and how to inspire the positive. And so that's what it's all about.
Viral Courage. And where do people find it?
They will find it. They will find it on viralcourage.com.
Coach, thank you from the bottom of my heart for sharing this message with us. We greatly appreciate it. We are the healthiest social media family in the game. This is my coach, my confidant, a second father figure to me, Mr. Vittorio Anastasio, a great, humble, kind, giving, compassionate, empathetic man throughout. He has changed my life for the rest of my life. Let's all be grateful for the people like Coach who come into our lives and make it better. That's the vlog, guys. YouTube.com/Kevin Hines. Hit subscribe.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks,
Proud
Coach.
of you, man.
And click that bell. Bye.